That's that Uzi. It's the Uzi shoulder. Ooh.
Next for a little bit of change, but I can't blame them, they maintain. I get the big ease my pain, don't show clothes beneath my chain. I hope you choose to recruit the shooters, we've been told that he can't aim. I heard the messages asking questions, I'm like, we can't aim. Why you put A on the watch up frame? I got that roll, you fit on my veins. Did things I upgrade, new Lambo, shoot your lanes. Oh, you been saving the thought, okay, keeping these hoes from at my face. I just been saving the guap, okay, saving these hoes from at my place. I'm on a bad mission.
Yeah.
Bro, stop playing, man.
Yo. We back with another episode, man. 9 to 5 Crew podcasting, man. Chaz is here.
Yes, sir.
Steve is here.
Yup.
Luke is here.
Let's go.
I'm here. Greg here. What's the name of that song, man? What's that song of the week, man?
That's that Skylar Blatt fuck fame.
That's a vibe.
Another Cincinnati hit for sure.
That's a vibe. Man, going off of our last episode. This is episode 4?
Yes, sir.
Episode 4, man. We got in another debate with somebody in the comments off our last episode, man. So basically the situation is, let me ask y'all, can you ever really fully satisfy your significant other? Is there a such thing as fully being satisfied?
Oh, that's kind of tough to me. I feel like you can't fulfill every need of your significant other, but I think you can fully satisfy them. Like, I feel like they compromise things, like, for one thing, for another, like things that you're not doing compared to the things that you're fully doing.
Compromising really happening because one woman can say she don't like this or she need more of this. Once you give her more of that, of what she need, it might be something new that she wants.
It's always like that.
But that's the growth in a relationship because it's like we can fulfill each other's needs and everything to make each other happy at the time, but you still gonna keep growing, so things gonna change.
So does it become a list? Because you gotta stay up on the small
always
things.
A list. Yeah,
gotta
it's
stay
always
happening as it keep growing. So that list fully keep growing. So is that satisfying, or am I just keep going?
I don't feel like a woman's ever satisfied.
I feel the same way.
I feel like they might be satisfied, but as the needs go on, like we try to satisfy the needs for that time and forget the little stuff from the past that we used to be doing, so we stop doing it.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yeah, it's vice versa. Men and women. Like,
but that's why it's really a checklist, like G said. It's like,
am I doing this? You done got to write it out on a piece of paper. Like,
you still can't forget the stuff at the top of the checklist. Like, you still got to check everything out. Yeah.
So that growth is forever. So I don't ever think that can ever be a full satisfaction for a woman. I think it's enough to make her happy. But as soon as y'all get in an argument, what you don't do right gonna come out.
That's
that's
true.
Not gonna be satisfaction.
But that's when you got to communicate with your woman. Like, am I doing the things that you expecting out of me? Like, what's your expectations for me? Like, and am I doing the things to fulfill them expectations, and vice versa? Like, she can ask you the same thing. Like, what are you expecting out of me in this relationship? Like, y'all should know that in the beginning for real going into the relationship. Like, these are the expectations that I need.
And wants too.
Yeah. This what can I do to make you happy?
Yeah, pretty much what you
like.
Need
I feel
like
happy. That's the open communication that you got to have with your significant other, where it's like, all right, I know I'm doing this. I know this make you happy, but is it anything else I can do to make you happy?
Okay, well, let me ask this question. Why do people stay in relationships unhappy?
Sometimes it's for kids. Like, it's different reasons. A lot of relationships continue for kids, bro.
Yep.
Like, unhappy relationships continue because they got kids. A lot of people don't want to separate from that.
And it's not better. It's nothing better out there, really. You can go out in the streets and one night it'll show you like it ain't nothing better.
But then it make you come home like, damn, man, I might as well just get this shit together.
It make you appreciate it. So you can be with a girl and you can satisfy her needs and everything can be great at home. But as soon as you go out, or she go out with her friends and her friends tell her about, oh, my dude did this, and this, just best believe she coming home with more for your list.
Nah, for sure.
So how is that
but at the
fair?
same time, that shit still, it's like, damn, this nigga really checking off shit on his boxes, because it's like, you might get in a conversation, or they might get in a conversation with their friends where it's like, what they nigga ain't doing that you doing.
That you doing, yeah, vice versa. Like, it can play both ways.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like you can't never fulfill every want or need that a woman want or that a man want. You only can try to make them as happy as possible. Like, but the things that they are doing right that you need, like that, all of that should overpower the stuff that you kind of want.
As
out of the
long as the
relationship.
good outweighs the
Yeah.
bad.
So let me ask y'all this: what do y'all expect? Because y'all all in relationships. Y'all both in all y'all families, y'all both work. So what do y'all expect from y'all women?
Now my expectations different now than they was. Like mine more now. Like just being happy. I just rather be happy for real. Like,
But is it being happy or just y'all naturally got a vibe and I already know? Like if she don't get home at a certain time, you be like, all right, look, let me go ahead and put some food together. Or do y'all schedule it? Or is it just y'all
I'm a
know
big
that
scheduler.
vibe?
I don't know, me and we kind of go with the flow. Like,
Yeah, I ain't a good scheduler.
I'm a good
I
scheduler.
just go with the flow. Like if something need to be done, or if I notice it, I'm just gonna do
Okay.
it. Like
So with that, do you get comfortable when she overdo? Do you not realize that
Yup.
she's overdoing?
yep.
That's my biggest problem. I get comfortable
because-
and
but
don't
then-
realize how much she doing.
But I feel like as a man or as a woman, you should be able to be called out on stuff like that, like without it being an argument. Because
Sure.
where it's like, babe, I done did this. Woo, woo, like I'm tired. Like, can you do this? And it should just be like
that's what maturity
Yeah.
come in place, like in communication for real. Like if your girl feel like she tired, like and doing the most, like she should be able to come to you and say that without you getting mad.
yeah,
Like,
without it being an
But-
issue.
90% of the time when they come at you, I'm gonna say 95% of the time when they come at you, they already frustrated.
Yeah, because
So
they
it ain't
already
no
boiled over.
conversation, it's an argument.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing like step up.
Or you ain't
and then
never.
that's mess with a man pride.
Right.
but I mean, she a step up.
You can step up.
That's how I feel.
That's how I feel.
Like
She a
just
step
do
up.
it.
But most men ain't gonna just
Most,
be like,
most
all
of
right,
the
I'm gonna
time,
step up.
most of the time, you know that you ain't stepping up. Like, you know that you ain't doing the right things that you supposed to be
Yeah.
doing. Like,
But a lot of people still hate being called out on they
Yeah.
BS
Right.
or they wrongs though.
But they
so
go-
it's like even if you know you wrong, you like, damn, like what you bringing all this
You
shit
gotta
up
argue.
for?
You
like,
feel like you gotta argue and
Damn
stuff.
near feel like you gotta say
Sometimes
something.
when you get a little older, you just be like, you know what, you right. Because I'm sorry. What Steve say? This is your apologies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So ain't no point. You don't even want to argue. I'm sorry. That's all it takes. But they keep going sometimes. So it's like
Yeah.
I feel like certain women I'm not in a relationship, but certain women I've dated, some I kind of got serious with. Once I satisfy one thing, it's like it's something else, and I don't like that. Then I feel like I can't make you happy. So why am I gonna keep trying?
Like you walking on eggshells.
It's not.
so
fun.
let me ask you this: you like complicity? Then, like, you getting too complacent? Like, you gonna want more stuff out of it too, just like she gonna want more. Unless y'all want to just stay in the same spot.
I don't think I ever had a relationship. My relationship's always been mainly me taking care of everything. So I
But
ain't
my
never
question
had
to you
that.
is, what's wrong with staying in the same spot?
Why not elevate?
You don't gotta stay in the same spot with elevation, but the same old. Like some people, I go here, do this, go to work, come home, cook, clean. Like that's their schedule.
Yeah.
So if you switch it up, it will cause fusion in the house. Like,
yeah, but that's when motherfuckers get tired too. Like, damn, why I gotta be the one that keep doing all of this? Like,
so is that the person for you?
no, it's just communication. Like, I feel like you just communicate that. Like, if I'm tired of doing all of this shit, I'm gonna communicate it with my partner. Like, damn, babe, can you do this today? Like,
Yeah, because that's like waking up and going to the same job, doing the same
Right.
thing at your job.
You don't
every
like
day.
doing
Some
that every
people
day.
cool with that.
some
But it
people
become
is,
a-
but
to me, I feel like it become a
lot of
chore.
people
I don't
hate
like
change.
change.
So
Yeah.
that's why I,
I
say
don't.
everybody got different households. Apparently, Steve likes schedule. Apparently, you go with the flow. I don't know where your stance
Yeah, I
at,
like to go with the flow. Like,
but you get comfortable.
I
So
understand
when
stuff
do you
happens
change
though.
that comfortability? Before she get annoyed? Can you tell when she about to get annoyed?
yeah, I feel
you
like
should know your
can
partner.
Yeah, you can kind of tell. You can tell, but like I feel like the way I be so like all over the place with everything I do, it's like
You feel like she know what you got bringing to the table. You
Yeah.
full-time
She
dad.
know who you is.
Sports.
So let me ask
Yeah.
you
You got a
this:
lot on your table.
do you think a woman can fulfill every need that you got?
no.
I
Why
feel
not?
like they can. I feel like men
I
needs is
mean,
not as
I feel
much
like
as
you.
women's.
I feel like
Mm-mm.
eventually, but like that go back to the conversation that we had before, where it's like that's why at one point you have multiple women because
So-
they do different things.
So you
but-
saying no? You saying no? Do that mean that your expectations are too high?
It can.
Man, I feel like, damn. I feel like it's like this. It's like when you first get with somebody, you know, like, all right, shit, we got to learn each other. But I feel like that's part of the ride and the part of the thrill and chase and the love, being in love, falling in love, and staying in love. The fact of learning each other and getting to that point where that person can fulfill all them things. But that's why that's the whole thing I like about a relationship, because I feel like a lot of it be the journey. Like you getting to that point where somebody can fulfill all them needs, or you doing the same thing for a woman.
So answer this question. At the beginning, do you know your person?
I was just about to say that. Like at the beginning of
It's
the
fake.
relationship, I feel like it's the hardest for a man, but
is.
it's the easiest for a woman.
Yeah.
Like it's like a honeymoon stage for a woman because everything be cool. But for a man coming from being single to get into a relationship, like when you single, you dealing with multiple women who bring in multiple things to the table. So you jump into a relationship with a woman, it's one person that you got so many expectations that you don't have from all of these women. Like,
Yeah.
so I feel like with a man, it's the hardest. The beginning stage is the hardest, but with a woman, like it's kind of the easiest because the man trying to make you happy, like, and do everything to try to make you happy. Like that's just my opinion.
I definitely agree with that.
I seen a question not too long ago where they asked, he said, if a man has a prostitute, makes his own money, take care of his own kid, what does he need a woman for? Like, what can she do for him?
If he got a prostitute,
If he got
Basically, he got
if he
sex,
get
he got money for food,
he got money and everything
to do what he
take care of
wants.
his own. What do you really need a woman
Nah,
for?
listen.
love, bro.
Love. It's
bro.
love
Okay.
because
So
because
y'all
it-
say love.
But listen, at the end of the day, bro, even when you got a lot of bitches, like
It ain't nothing like
it's different.
A lot of
that
bitches
having-
can love you.
no, bro. It's different, bro. It's different.
Like,
It's a different.
You know when you got one that is genuine. Like when you got one that's genuine, because it's like, say you got 5 bitches and all 5 of them bitches doing their own thing. Like it be them lonely nights when you
But
single.
out of them 5 bitches, it can be one that possibly love you. Like,
Yeah,
and that's
sure.
probably gonna be the one that you choose out of all them,
Yeah.
them bitches though. Like at the end of the day, like you can have as many bitches as you want. It ain't nothing like coming home to a woman that
To your
genuinely
bitch.
fuck with you, like, or coming home to your bitch. Like,
Yeah, like it's different.
I don't really see no difference.
it's a bit probably because you ain't in a relationship.
So what? Y'all coming home getting held? Is that what the difference is?
I mean,
Y'all scooting back.
Hold
Like,
on.
what is y'all doing?
Sometimes
I
a
wanna
nigga
know.
want to be the little
Look,
spoon.
if you scooting back, damn, you out of pocket. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta be
Sometimes-
doing the whole, and that's
Sometimes
out
you
of
gotta be a
pocket.
little spoon.
Like yeah.
relationships have its ups and downs though, but it's finding that person you want to have them ups and downs with.
Oh God.
Yeah, for sure.
Who you want to go through hell with? Like, cause you can go through hell with a motherfucker. Like, man, that shit ain't worth
Is
it,
this
bro. I'm
even
out of
worth
this
it?
shit.
Yeah, like is this even worth it?
or you can go through that roller coaster with a motherfucker. Like, damn, I really fuck with her. Like,
We
Yeah.
need
like,
to
we need to figure
fix
this shit out,
yeah,
bro.
Like,
Like-
just figure it out.
Okay.
Or even where it's like this, like, damn, she make me want to be better.
oh God.
That might be a key. All right, that he might have won with that. He saved y'all.
Oh God.
But with that, okay, so y'all in love. So
He talking about, so y'all in love.
y'all in
That
love.
might be what you need.
But
Some
look,
fucking
it
love.
might be. But right now I'm chilling. So with all y'all being in love, okay, most of y'all was raised in single parent, right? Right or wrong? Single parent. Y'all might have had both parents, but y'all was raised probably what y'all mom home.
Yeah.
Nah,
For the most part?
I had a stepdad, but my dad was actively involved in my life. But I had a stepdad and a mom, so it was like,
Okay, so
Yeah.
where do men learn how to love?
I think they see it first at home. First.
But what if I'm raised with a single mom? She never had.
That's why you
super long
like that's why you
distance.
like that.
No, I think a lot of people like that.
I was
There's a lot of people like I just ain't found that one
nah.
that's
I
gonna
was-
motivate me.
I feel like we naturally learn it off of TV.
Like so, you was raised mainly by your mom.
I was mainly by my mom. Like my dad was around and he was in jail for some years. And then like he was like, every other weekend. So it was mainly all I saw was my mom until she got remarried. So then it's like I seen it from other people. Like, so I feel like
People
everything-
around you.
Yeah, people around me. Everything I learned, I feel like I took a little bit from father figures that I
Okay.
knew and picked and choose. Like, okay, I see what he doing. Like, I like that. Like, that's love. That's a father. That's how you make it work. And then even the bad stuff, like you see what you ain't supposed to do, and you know, like that's not what I want to do when I become a father or be in a relationship.
With me, I feel like it was trial and error because even though my mom had a husband, I feel like that wasn't the kind of relationship that I wanted to grow up and have. Like it wasn't like the best type of relationship. Like they just made this shit work, like for the time being, like for kids and all type of different shit. But
Yeah.
with me, I feel like it was like trial and error. Like I tried this, like that relationship didn't work. Shit, I to the next one I tried this, or I tried to fuck with this girl a certain way, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Did you change or did the person that you was
Right
talking
now,
to change?
right now, I changed.
Okay.
So I feel like my change helped me grow as a person, like as a man, like.
And that's where it starts.
And it actually, I'm actually happier. Like I stopped doing the shit like that was fucking up my relationships. I feel like going out all the time, like just doing shit toxic shit.
Yeah.
Like stop being around negative shit and surround myself about more positivity, like and more motherfuckers who wanted the same thing out of life that I did.
And support what you do.
Yeah. Like when you hang around, like us, we used to go out all the time, like and just party and shit, like. But then once we like, man, we done with that shit. Like when you start hanging around like the people like who support the shit you do and want to do the same shit, like it make it easier like to be with that woman. Like when you with niggas who trying to do the same thing with their woman
or support what you doing, because they ain't got to be in a relationship, but just respect what people got going on around you.
Thank you for saving me because I felt like he was sending a shot, but he didn't want to say it.
I feel like though we living and learning how to love every day.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
But okay. I feel like your woman should kind of teach you like the ways to love her, like the shit that she, the shit that she expect, like because
all different types of love.
You can love a person in different type of ways, like. But I feel like when you with a person, like the type of love that she want might be different than the type of love that another woman might want.
Because you can't love the person you with the same way you loved your exes.
But that go off communication.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in this long relationship doing this, that, thinking this the right way, then I come in this relationship, it's totally different. But you ain't telling me who in the wrong.
Not you.
Right.
Because you
but
say like shit,
women
shit,
expect us to know. Like,
so would you go into a relationship loving the person that you with or that you in a relationship with the same way you loved your exes?
No, I be me first. They gotta learn. I gotta learn to love them, but I want y'all to see who I am. Vice versa. It should go both ways.
Yeah.
So we live to love each other the way we want to be loved.
You can learn to love and accept them.
Yeah.
But that start off with you automatically fucking with that person and know, like, man, I love her. Like, I'm gonna do what it takes to make it work.
Naturally happen. You could be around somebody and just end up liking a vibe.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's like, you know, like, all right, I love her or fuck with her enough to build off of this and let it turn into what it's gonna turn into. Like that's how I feel like it starts.
But some stuff might not start off like that though.
It don't.
Like you might just start off like just cool with a motherfucker, like, and it just build into some totally different shit.
I feel like that's the best relationship because I feel like when you first start dating a woman, you are trying to impress them.
Yeah.
That's why I say at the beginning, I ain't gonna say it's fake, but it's like, do you really know your partner? I feel like in a relationship, do you really know your partner?
But dating your partner straight out, can you tell them, I can't take you out this week, I'm fucked up. You can't say that. So you showing them all the good.
Right.
They want to go eat.
That's why I said
it worked. Like
that's why I said it's easier for a woman in the beginning, but it's harder on a man. Like because you ain't about to. It's like a lot of pressure. Like damn, like,
all the pressure. Even if the conversation slow down, you got to keep it going because then she'll get home be like, girl, he ain't had nothing to talk about.
And because it's multiple men trying to get her too.
Yeah.
Like, so what are you gonna do different that they ain't doing? Like, and you like, shit, damn, I really ain't got it this week, but I know I gotta do something with her. Like, I'm about to go in negative. For real.
But we gonna do something.
We gonna do something because I really like her.
I ain't doing that. I'm lying. I'm going out of town. You putting overtime. I'm out of town. Right?
Yeah, my boy feel like he the catch, huh? It's slow.
It's slow.
I can't do it, man. All right, so learning your woman, and y'all do. Finally, do you really think you can fully satisfy a woman, or do you think you grow with her?
Both.
I feel like
like-
Because we never answered it.
I feel like you could fully make her happy. Like, but I don't think you could fulfill every need that she got. Like,
That's
I feel
why I feel like
she'd
you
be.
grow with 'em.
I feel like
is
she'd
that
be
compromising.
I feel like she'd be satisfied for sure, but you're not gonna fulfill every single need that she got because
Nah, hell no.
as many need as she might get a need tomorrow, like, and you might start fulfilling that one, but you still forgetting to
Or it
fulfill
might be a
these.
need that
like,
she not even telling you.
So who needs it higher, men or women?
women
Women.
Okay.
for sure. Women.
That was
I
your
ain't
point.
Like, what?
So I wanted to ask the
We
question.
easy, man. Like I feel
Women
like
go into the relationship with a fucking whole list
And
full of
they
expectations.
expect you to have unconditional love. But what if you ain't grow up with that? How do you give a woman that?
That's why I said you live and
gotta
you learn
it.
every day.
You gotta learn,
you
bro.
do got to learn that.
But shit, she might not know how to love either though. She might have grew up in a fatherless household.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Does that impact the
it
relationship?
do.
Yep.
Like she might not grew up with a father. Like, so she don't know like, damn, this what a father's supposed to do, or this what a man should be doing. Like she just
Because
know
she
like
never seen it.
what her mom doing.
I feel like a lot of people, it's different, like the way they look at life. Cause I can look at it like my dad was around, but my mom was there for everything. And I look at that's how it turned out. I'm happy, great with it.
She didn't have that option not to be there. 'Cause
Right.
He wasn't.
So it's like, but some people that's trauma. They wanted their dad there. They wanted all this. They wanted that. So it's just the way you look at life. Like
A lot of women, I feel like, also learn from their moms. If that woman is bitter towards they baby daddy, like
Because the
that's
mom was
going
bitter
to-
towards
they
the
gonna
father.
Yeah, they gonna come and they gonna
Yeah.
say your daddy ain't shit.
right.
He don't do this, and that. So when a woman grow up, she expecting a man to do all this, hold this down, love me this way. Know when I'm sad.
Even though he doing
read
the
my
best he
mind.
can.
You can't do that. You
But-
Or
can't
going
read
to a
you
relationship
can't read no
expecting
woman
her.
mind.
Or going there expecting her.
But it can go the opposite way too, though. Like a woman can be grow up without a father in a fatherless household,
And they be great.
and they want their father so much in their life, so they feel like they need a man.
To take
Like
that, yeah,
they
yeah.
go
And
into a
that's why they
relationship
stay
like they
in
feel
that
like they need a
relationship
man.
for
That can be a
Yeah.
good or a bad thing though.
That's a
Because
lot
they
of
can
time
go
bad.
in. Yeah. You're right.
A lot of
a
time,
lot of
yeah.
time bad.
Yeah.
Like I need
Like, so
this.
I feel like a father in the household play a major part in women's lives and shit, little boys' lives too. Like, especially women, I don't know. I feel like without a father, they don't know. Like they be lost because they say like your father is your first love for a little girl type shit. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask this because as fathers, we naturally somehow know how to love our kids. Not all fathers are like that. Some men, I know a lot of men that don't even mess with their kids.
Yeah.
But I tell you this, it's because they didn't have a father. Like
But we did.
they're comfortable with it though. Like
But it's
dropping
people-
off money when they want to. When like so when you grow up, you live and learn different things. It's whatever route you want to take.
But
I
does
don't
it
agree. I
ever
don't agree with that
Go
because, like, I know niggas who got fathers that be like, shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's whatever route they want to take.
Yeah, it's just
Like-
up to the person. Like, because you can have a father figure in your life and still be like, fuck them kids, like, and not in a joking way. Like, where it's like, nah, bro, I don't fuck with the baby mama. Man, fuck that kid.
Drop off my money
But
or
do
I
you
ain't-
feel like a lot of men do that because they father was the same way though? Like the same. Like
I feel like
shit.
personally, they just
I
don't
think-
want the responsibility. I love my child too much not to be there.
Nah, I feel like it's just hurt in the man from the woman, from the mother.
You think so?
I
From
feel
the
like
mother
it's
of the child.
selfishness too.
I feel like it's from like because it's the thing. No matter what I go through with any of my baby moms, like I'm gonna always love my kids and be there for them. So it's like some men still deal with the trauma and the hurt from what happened with their baby moms
with the relationship.
with the relationship.
Some
But
people
then
is
take
not
it
as
out on
strong
women.
enough to
So
fight
do
for
women.
their kids. Or like,
I'm going through hell. From
that too though.
yeah, some like I always said I never could blame our moms or our grandma. Like they didn't know a lot of stuff. Fathers, when in the 80s crack came out, niggas just started getting money. They went their route. They was out here acting a fool. I could never blame them because they didn't know.
And
feel
it was
like
accepted more.
It was accepted.
It was
So
accepted
you feel
more
like
back then.
when the mama be like, you ain't seeing the kid, they just like, all right, well, fuck it.
Yeah, it wasn't. Just
I
think,
couldn't
if
do
they
it.
would have went to court, they would have probably got looked down on. You on child support. It's so tough. Like It takes a strong man to actually want to be in his kid life
It do.
and actually doing it.
Fight for it like shit.
Yeah, because
shit, you saying I can't see my kid? I'm gonna go to court. We about to.
It's
do
gonna
this
be a
shit.
process.
Yeah.
I got to be patient. Some people like fuck it.
it is.
Even
And I can't blame them
I
people.
saw my dad go through it, like where it was like when him and my mom broke up. They like, oh, you ain't. She like, you ain't doing this. Well, you don't need to see your kids. Like, we gonna figure it out. But he wasn't going, so it was like I seen him fight to see his kids, but at the same time, the fight that he fought put him on child support to where he complained about it the whole time he was on child support. So then it's like when I had kids, the first thing he told me was like, "See, I told you, doing this, you're gonna end up on child support." But then it's like I learned from your mistakes where it's like, you mad and bitter about the shit. I'm just gonna find a way to make more money and see my kids. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
do you feel like he felt defeated? Like
Hell
damn,
yeah.
like,
Yes.
I
And
lost
that's-
this battle. Like
Yeah.
tough.
Nah,
Like-
listen, like defeated, bro. Like, especially talking to some of his family members, like stuff that he done said.
Was it defeated over money or was it?
But that's
defeated
what made
over
him-
everything. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
because
trying
he
to
felt
say.
like he lost because he felt like he was giving a woman money for whatever she wanted to use it for, and then he only get to see his kids every other weekend
And he felt like he was doing the right thing
and got punished for it.
and got punished for it.
So with that, is the court system set up to help men?
No.
It's I know people who work in the court system and they tell me like, bruh, the system is set up for men to fail, bruh.
Especially black men.
So do you feel like that helped you with your kids, or
Yes,
you was
yeah.
like,
helped
I feel
it.
like it helped me. I feel like it helped me because it let me know like, you just got to go hard. Like no matter what, like I want to see my kids. I don't care what it costs. I'll figure that out. That ain't their job. They didn't ask to be here. So it's like, I'm going to do what I got to do to make sure that they don't never feel the way I felt, because it's like hearing him complain about they took this much money out of child support, but then still when he was out of jail was like, I wasn't missing out on shit.
So before you continue, I got a question while you right there. Did you feel the hurt when you was a kid, or did you like understand once you became an adult? Like,
I
damn,
never felt the hurt when I was a kid, but I understand as an adult because I just looked at it like, because I knew when I was with my mom, like she couldn't afford none of that. Like, so I knew the child support was really going.
So did you know you was getting child support?
Yeah.
As a kid?
Yep. And then when I got older, she just started giving me the child support, but like,
She a real one.
not for real. And get, but
Real one.
but why you
these
saying
baby
that?
mamas ain't giving no kid no child support money.
too, bro. When I got older, I had conversations with my mom and my dad. Bro, my mom, when she put him on child support, she never went down and got it adjusted. The whole time he was on child support, she never asked for a review to get it raised. What he started on child support is what he finished on.
Okay, so do you ever feel some type of way, you personally, of being on child support and still giving 50-50 or even paying for stuff like sports? Does that almost make you want to be like, I give up? It got to at some point, but like, this
I
is
ain't
too
gonna
much.
lie. That shit
Hold
be
on.
tough.
Do it when you, since you pay child support, do you be wanting to do the extra stuff for your kids?
Yes.
Yup.
Like
Especially when I got
financially.
'em. Yeah, because I don't like, I just know how I feel, bro. Like to not have as a kid, I know how I feel to not have, and I don't never want them to feel like that. So, bro, even if I'm paying they moms whatever amount, it's like, bro, if I got it, I'm still gonna do it because I just know how I feel to go without. Like
That's real though.
bro, like my mom was using it for bills and food. Like she wasn't buying me sneakers and shit like that.
My dad was on child support and shit. Anytime I called him for some shoes or anything, he was there. But my
Yeah.
mom ended up taking him off, but he still had to pay the state. Like he
Yeah.
was like
That's where the
That's the only
problem
thing I
he
don't
was
like,
he was
like-
in arrears, so he was still having to pay.
Yeah.
But he was still like buying whatever I needed, like whatever I wanted. It was times my mom would like, nah, you ain't getting that. I just called my dad, like, hey
Yeah.
daddy, I need let me get some shoes. She'd be like, oh, you better play in them shoes. Your daddy just bought you. You ain't getting no more hoop basketball shoes. Like,
Nah, but that's things that you remember as an adult where it's like, I ain't gonna let my kid go through that.
nah, that's real.
So that situation there could mess with your relationship.
Yeah.
For sure.
Moving forward in life with the next one, that can bring down your next relationship. How to deal with all that? Because whatever you deal with, she got to deal with too.
It is because I bring
So
three.
you bringing a lot to the table.
To a certain
I bring
extent.
3 kids to the table, and it's like this. Anybody who I'm gonna be involved with, I don't want them to have to feel none of that.
like they obligated.
Yeah,
Does she
like
go from feeding her one child to feeding her child, him, and his kids?
Even with child support, you know, if you get married,
they take on the
out of
responsibility.
her money, out of
Yeah.
both, whoever the
That's
breadwinner.
crazy to me.
Shit, whoever got the check.
Whoever got that check, they taking
That's
that
crazy
money
to
out.
me,
Yeah.
man.
So it's a lot. It can be a lot for
But
sure.
this is a business. That's when
It's a
business.
bill.
It's a business.
You got to find a way to make it work for you, your peace, your happiness, whatever you need to do for
That's-
you to be
that's-
happy and your kids.
That's the key.
That's the key.
Your
That's the key.
kids,
That's
your
the key.
relationship, and
Like,
mainly yourself.
Your
bruh.
kids
Yourself.
kids should grow up happy and not knowing like, damn, like my mom and dad like was beefing all the time or whatever they was
Yeah.
doing. Like,
Right.
That's tough to
It
kill your
is.
pride. Because I went a couple years with my baby mom. Like we didn't even talk. We had to go through my mama.
Yeah,
'Cause
be going
I had
through that.
dislike for her. She had dislike for me. But when we was both finally over each other. Like, all right, cool. Everything
Yeah.
for our kids.
so was it like that because y'all still wanted to be with each other, or y'all still had hurt from y'all relationship towards
I
each
just
other?
think it was hurt from the relationship because now, like this past year, you know, I had my daughter's birthday party. I told her like, you know, bring your boyfriend.
Yeah, because
And,
y'all,
you know,
when you told me like, yeah, Brooklyn birthday party, y'all normally have separate birthday parties, and when I'm
Yeah.
got
At
there, I'm
some
like, what
point,
the
you have to-
hell?
you have
Like,
to-
you know
gotta
what?
let
It's a-
go
it's
and
a
move
good-
damn, what's
forward.
going on?
It's a good feeling to get to that point.
I was
Now,
about to
it's
say,
lot
that's a
easier.
great feeling.
It's a lot
Like,
easier. It's more simple.
But I feel like that's good for the kid, bro. Like
It
for
is.
the upbringing of the child, like so they see like shit. My mom, my dad, cordial, like it's love, like
Because
it's all
ultimately
love.
they steal your family, whether you like them or not.
that's,
like, bro,
that's
once
what I
you
couldn't
create
bear
a
with. That
baby,
ain't my family.
like-
don't talk to my people.
It's your
Don't
family,
call my sister.
bro.
I was on all that.
Like, bro, I got one of mine. Like when my daughter was first born, we weren't speaking, but my mom ended up reaching out, like, and they communicated
Was you Saudi?
at first because I'm like,
Nah,
Man, you supposed to be on what I'm
Was you
on,
like, I don't
like-
fuck with her, bro? You
and
tripping?
she told me like, she's
Dang.
like, nah, I'm trying to see my grandkid, like, you
Can't
know,
never blame them, man.
it go with growing up though, elevate, knowing what's
Yeah.
important. Like,
But now we co-parent, we cool, like it ain't no static.
But it can change. It always can
At the
change.
drop
but
of
it
a
usually
dime.
change
When they don't get
a
their way.
woman.
When they
I don't
get their
see
way.
too many men unless they still hitting or whatever else the
What
case
make
may
them
be.
They in
change
love.
though?
Just anger.
They life.
Okay. Let me
Do they
say-
change when a motherfucker when they ask for some shit and motherfuckers say nah like that?
Yeah, that. Or they can see that they significant other moved on. They got this family. They done upgraded.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't in an apartment no more. They got houses. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
You
leave
wasn't
me.
doing that with me.
Yeah,
like,
Supposed to be my life.
get
Some of them
motivated.
think this
What's
supposed to
going
be
on?
my life. Like,
that's like that one movie, bro.
yeah, with
when,
Taraji P. Henson.
bro, when the
Yeah.
man he was going through hell, bro, trying to get a job, trying to do these
She held him
creations, bro.
down.
She held him
She
down
held
the
him
whole
down.
time,
She
bro.
did.
And when she
And
gave up.
she gave up on him. As soon
Listening
as she
to her
gave-
sisters, though.
listening to her friends and sisters, she gave up on him. As soon as she gave up on him, bro, he went rocking shit out of
And he
the
did everything
Still
he
gave her
wanted to
10
do.
million, gave her everything she
He
wanted,
did.
but she did not like seeing him happy with somebody
That's a
else.
perfect
She wanted that-
example.
She wanted the
That is
lifestyle.
true.
That's because she wanted that life.
But
like,
she had the lifestyle.
Yeah, he got bought the
but
house
no,
back
He did everything
that he
did
was
everything
supposed to
he was
do
supposed
with
to
her
with the next
with
woman.
the next one. That's what hurt. Fuck the money and everything else.
That's gonna hurt any woman though.
If you
I
still
feel like,
there,
I feel like that'll hurt a man too, though.
A man
if you
too,
still
yeah.
there,
I think it'll hurt a man worse.
but if you're
Yeah,
not
because
there,
you're-
honest,
It might
pride.
hurt me worse with $10 million to make me feel a lot better.
Oh God, yeah.
Nah, because
we
the
could
the
back
hurt.
shit up for $10 million.
I feel like the hurt that a woman goes through
It's different. That's
is
why,
different. Like if a man can't go through the same hurt that he put a woman through, bro.
That's why I
Yeah.
always
but that's
say
because a woman expectations is so much high in the relationship.
That's why I always say it's a difference between when a woman cheat and a man cheat, bro. It's just
is.
differences, man.
But I feel like when we at the age where we looking at a relationship to want to elevate and be great. So I think the hurt will be not same, but it'll be close to.
Like, damn, I wanted this.
I wanted this, like,
Yeah.
so bad. Now, young, yeah, we gonna go and get this next one, all right.
Right.
But now we building together. We doing stuff together. Everything is together.
That's why I
Kids
say
know you.
The relationship all based off what aspect you in your life, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna determine how the relationship goes. Where you at in your life? What you want in your
And where
life?
you
What
going?
bothers you, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna determine the relationship if it's gonna fail or succeed. Like, especially with men mature slower than women. So a woman might have a higher expectation than a man at one point. Shit, then like it'd be like, shit, damn, I expect this out of him, and he still ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Like, but once he gets to that point where he like,
There.
it's up.
That's where
Yeah.
patience
Like,
come in. There too.
Yeah, like
if that's what you want to do with that person.
When I first broke up in my relationship, I only think my biggest concern was her. My biggest concern was who my daughter was going to end up being around.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you never really fully know
Yeah.
how that household going or what's going on in it
That'd be my thing.
until she older.
Just
So
who the
my-
kid's
my-
gonna be around.
my question with that, do you think that your baby mama or y'all, the mother of y'all kid's father will put y'all daughter in harm's way?
You have to trust. That's what I was gonna say. You have to trust them.
You don't
That's the
got no
person you
choice.
lay with. That's the person, whatever y'all had with, you gotta trust them or you gonna drive yourself crazy.
But you as being a man, you know how slick dudes is.
I do. I
How
know.
they can act like
I
they
know
somebody
everything.
they
I know
ain't
who I am.
and make a girl fall in love so tough that she can't leave no matter if he in the house beating her ass or telling your daughter to shut the fuck up. You be like, whoa.
Or hitting your
yeah,
kid.
you don't
anything.
know. You don't know.
That's why I said.
So that was my biggest scare. And that's why I knew I had to get cool with her so I could be around to see this.
Or to hear.
And yeah, know what
Your daughter
see
co-
him.
to
and
come
know
to
what's
him.
going on.
Luke just said hitting your kids. So do y'all feel like when there's another man in the household or another significant other in the household, do they got the right to discipline your kids?
With
Discipline
whooping.
No,
Discipline them or put their hands on them.
Discipline.
If
is
you there as a
whoopings.
father.
Motherfuckers get
you can't
whoopings.
put your hands on. You could definitely. Hey, I call your daddy. You could do that. You can put your hand on.
So
my kids, I can put my
what
hand-
point? So there's no point where you feel like even
No.
if you got a boy
If
or
I
if
if
you
you
had
had
a
a
little-
step kid, I would never put my hands. Probably, hey, I'll FaceTime him.
Yeah, that's what- that's-
I wanna
that's
get
my
that
point.
cool where I can
That's how
FaceTime him.
I
like,
can really
bruh,
call and be
look,
like, you gotta come
bruh,
get her. You
she
gotta
over
come
here
get him. He
clowning.
over here tripping.
But guess
Yeah.
what? He don't call y'all when y'all be like when the kid hungry. He be like, bro, you need to come over here and feed your kid.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
I heard you.
He don't be like,
God.
he'll be like, shit, bro, your motherfucking kid over here starving. You need to come over here and
And
feed
it's
this
a
Let them
difference.
starve. Don't put your hand on
Nah,
the
but
kid.
listen, but listen,
Nah,
it's,
that's real
it's
though,
a
bro.
difference when you in the heat of the moment of a situation where it's like this kid might need to be disciplined right here and there.
If he gonna live under my roof.
My roof. You under
That's
my
the
roof.
problem. Is it gonna keep happening? Like, what are you gonna do?
So
But
you
what
go
if you're-
over there with him?
that's what I'm saying. We
with
gotta
your
have a
kid,
sit down.
and then I'm be like, yo, you
Because
listen to everything he
you
say.
don't
This
need
is
to.
house.
I don't feel like you need to touch my kid. I don't.
No, you can't put
Not
your
while
hands
I'm
on somebody
here.
else's kid.
I'm
I
here.
would-
I'm
I
one
agree
call
with that.
away.
I'm a call away, but at the same time,
let me say it like this. It depends. So like
Dude.
if say if I went in Brooklyn Life and her mom got on with somebody else,
I think
and
you-
got married.
Hold on.
And they in a relationship.
I think you feel like that because you got a little girl though. It's
Yeah.
different. It's different
Even with
between
a
a
boy.
little girl and a boy, bro.
It depends
You know,
on-
It's totally
motherfuckers-
different.
And it
Motherfuckers
depends
know
how
that
long
they
they been in
got
a relationship.
badass boys, bro. Motherfuckers be
Yeah.
knowing that they kids bad as hell, bro.
But it depends on if that adult man is in his child life. If he ain't in that child life and you is, that nigga can't tell you nothing. This
but
is
what
my
if
family? This is my house now.
But listen, what if the mom and the man been in a relationship long enough
Since
where
that,
they know the
Right.
kid?
I understand that.
like
but
as
And
a
they-
baby,
and
like
listen,
I
if I'm
understand.
still
That's
in
what I was
bad,
gonna say.
you
At what point would you feel comfortable with a man disciplining your kid?
yeah,
Man,
you can yell and put him on punishment. You can never touch my kid ever, bro. Nah,
I feel you,
belt,
dude.
I ain't
Then,
gonna lie, bro.
then you
Like,
down there
I'm-
need to make that shit work with your baby mama, bro.
No.
Just
I'm-
Yeah.
and y'all live together.
Look,
bro.
when me and my
That's
baby
tough,
mom broke
bro.
up,
That's tough because-
I set a line like, look, he can't send her lap.
nah,
He
that's
can't kiss her.
Yeah.
that's why I say
He
it's
can't
different. It's
change her
different with
pamper.
it's different with a.
It was certain rules.
yeah.
You can't kiss her. These is my rules. That's it. He cannot whoop her. If it's a problem, they can call me. I'll come get her. I would check my daughter in front of him and tell her, this is who you need to listen to. This is who you...
What about when she 13?
Same thing.
12, 10.
They could come live with me if
17,
y'all got a big problem.
bro.
Y'all got y'all a
But
happy
this the
home.
thing, though. No,
17,
but that ain't the
it
thing, though.
that
It's not
don't be
about
the
it's
issue.
not about the child messing up a happy home.
But
it's
everybody
like,
disciplined different.
they do.
If I've been disciplining my child this way, and you over there beating the hell out of them,
what if you been
that's
whooping
a
your
problem.
child?
All right,
though?
now hold on.
because I don't whoop my kids.
That's like
They
this.
probably got hit. I don't actually whoop.
If you got a kid, if you got a son at home, right? Your son live with you, and you got a stepchild at home. Both of them get in trouble. You might whoop your son ass, but you ain't gonna touch the stepchild.
No.
That's not fair.
So now your son gonna be like, hell nah, bro. This shit
How I
ain't
get in
right,
trouble,
bro. How
but
the
they
hell
not
I get in trouble, but they ain't getting
They
in trouble.
gonna get in trouble. It's just not about to be about me.
9 times out of 10, I expect more out of my child than I do out of my stepchild.
I get it.
You
I-
should.
You mine. You supposed to do
But
this.
I
You
feel,
know
I feel
better.
like this child should get a different discipline than this one.
Okay, that's when
It
you look
should
at
be-
your girl, you get his ass, I'm gonna go
I
like
tell my kids-
9.5 times out of 10, the woman not gonna discipline the child. So you whooping your kid ass and this child getting off doing nothing, he gonna keep doing the same shit.
You're right.
Because he know ain't nothing
But
gonna
I
happen.
tell my
other
kids,
kid gonna keep
life
doing
ain't fair. It's not.
Yeah, but still. Like, I
Still
feel
what?
like
I'm with Steve.
I
Life
feel
ain't
you
fair,
to a
so-
certain
it's
extent,
difficult.
but
I
this the
know.
thing,
No,
bro.
it's difficult
like,
for
if
sure.
I
So you
got-
telling me you okay with somebody whooping your
I didn't
kids?
say that.
Well, break it down because we need to
I
understand.
feel like it's different. I feel like it's
because
different.
I feel like it just is based on a lot of different things. How long have y'all been together? Is my child really that fucking bad? Like, and then it's like, because I know my kids, all I gotta do is I ain't gotta whoop my kids.
You raise your voice.
Yeah.
That's
So
all
it's
it takes.
I don't
like
need
this.
to, but
But
they
your-
are
your
different
kid-
around different
Your
people.
kid might not be like that. He might raise his voice and
the
he
thing.
ain't gonna get scared of him. He gonna
the
say,
thing.
"Man, I'll call my daddy."
But guess what?
That's a big difference.
Nigga,
it
my
is
kids gonna
different
stop
because that's
but when
where,
they with somebody else,
yeah,
they
but,
ain't going.
But that's
they
why I
having
feel like
fun.
it come down to it's our fault for
But I was
bringing
like-
these kids in a broken home.
I was like that, bro. I was
You
that
ain't
kid.
wrong.
I was that kid when my stepdad tried to whip my ass. I'm calling my pops like, nah. But now I got a stepchild, and I see like I was dead. I was dead ass
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Stepdad whooped you?
nah. But if he tried to put his hand, I'd be like, man,
like he
I'm
called his
calling
daddy,
my dad.
like, bro, you got me.
Like, you got me
What was it
fucked
though?
up. But now that I got a stepchild,
That's
it's
my
different. Like
protector.
it's like, damn, like I was dead ass wrong. I should have been on that because if a motherfucker be like, you ain't my dad. You know what? You damn sure right, bro.
Right.
You right.
Niggas
So
be
have
sworn.
that same ass energy when you want some shit or ask for some shit,
Right,
right?
right.
Sure.
That's a lesson learned right there. But you can't.
No, bro.
But the kid
it's-
ain't gonna learn a lesson. Only the parent.
Lesson learned. That's a lesson learned. Like, I've been buying you all this stuff because I had a stepdaughter. So I've been buying you all this stuff. And you be like, you cannot call my dad. All right. Ooh, these J's came out. I'm going to call your dad.
Yeah.
but it don't. But you be feeling bad at the end of the day.
You
like,
can't. You, sometimes
but you
it gotta,
do,
it gotta be
bro.
a lesson learned. You
It
do.
got to be
You do, bro.
communication.
Lesson
Because
learned.
just like you said about like, if I whoop this child, but this one didn't get whooped, I tell my kids like, you gonna get in trouble before
I
them,
discipline my stepdaughter.
cousins,
I ain't
whatever.
gonna whoop her, though.
especially
I'ma
like
tell you
it's
this.
your house. You
I
messed
feel
up
like-
your house. You let
Nah,
them mess up
it's
your house.
our house.
No, I'm saying cousins and out
Oh,
friends
yeah,
over.
I'm talking about siblings.
everything.
But I feel like it go like this. Like me and the mom, like whatever, the step kid mom, like it's like this. Listen, we gonna do this together, and then we gonna talk about this shit amongst each other. They both gonna get the same discipline. If I gotta beat his ass, you gotta beat her ass or his ass. Like we gonna whoop their ass,
Right.
and then we'll discuss this shit amongst each other.
but it's
But they gonna get the same. They
down
gonna
there
get the same
like
discipline.
9 times out of 10, the woman ain't gonna
yeah,
whoop
women
they
ain't
ass,
whooping
bro.
too much ass
No,
these days.
bro.
I ain't
don't
fucking
have
with
to in
nobody
this
that ain't whooping they
household.
like.
They not,
Like, bro, if you're not gonna discipline your kid, because this the
He
thing.
can't hang with mine no more. Because he encouraged mine to do some shit.
That's damn near what.
That's
At the
what
end
it
of the day,
come
that's
down
what it comes
to.
down
So this
to.
is gonna break up a household if you don't get it together. Because he
Man,
acting crazy.
most of the time, bro, when you bring the kids into the equation, that's what break the relationship
That's
up.
why. That's why
It can.
step parenting is tough.
It's tough,
bro.
bro.
Like that
It's
shit
tough.
I've
is
been
But that's the
tough.
thing. It's like you got to be on the same page with the
The
mom
older
and the
they get,
dad.
the more you be like, hey, hold on, hey.
You be
What
want to
you
beat
talking
their
about?
ass.
Oh,
Like,
God.
like me, I ain't never even whooped Caden. Like I just be like, he know, like I don't play. Like
Yeah.
When you turn
I'm a
red.
threaten the fuck out of him, and he go, or I'm a just make him do exercises to the point he be like, damn, I wish I would have just got a whooping.
Yeah.
Like I make him
That's
do
fair.
shit where he be like,
But that's
damn,
why I
man,
think
I'd
it
rather just
started
take a fucking
It
whooping.
started at respect. As
Yeah.
long as you respect this man, and I know you are, and that yeah, he can put you on punishment, yell at you. But when I feel like something weird going on, nah,
Oh,
That's
hell
when we
nah.
got yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh,
wait a minute, I
hell
know this
nah.
one, and I know that motherfucker can be a problem sometimes.
Especially if it's like, oh, you whooping this one, but nobody else did.
Even when the kid call his dad, he should have sense enough to call you like, bro, what happened? He told me this, but I know it's some bull. So what really
Right?
happened?
Yeah.
That's
That's-
adult shit right there.
that's healthy
sure.
co-parenting.
But that's a lot of men
Ain't
don't
ready for
really
that
have
conversation.
conversations with
They ain't ready
the
for that.
step parents, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I can now.
damn,
Like,
Now?
if
you
I ain't-
probably
if-
wasn't.
if
I was on that.
If
Nah, I
he
used to be on that.
if he was to call me now, like, look, man, we're gonna acting crazy. Put it on. Hey, do I need to come over there?
Nah,
No.
I was like
you
that
gotta
with
listen to
Jalen,
him.
and
For
I
sure.
feel like I was like that, like too controlling. Where it was like, nah, like they not gonna touch my son. They not gonna say nothing to my son.
Damn.
Matter of fact, they can't even come to no birthday. I used to be tripping, like,
They
but
say,
they
hey Jay, hey, my daddy said you couldn't
can't
talk
talk
to
to
me,
me, bro. Like,
you was overdoing
And I-
it.
But that's where that come into place. Like, man, I'll call my pops. Like,
yeah, and then it's like you.
But then it's like
you fucking up the
you
situation.
trying to control another household.
and
like,
that's what I realized. It's like,
And
bro,
that's
you
wrong.
gotta trust the mom. Like,
gotta
So
trust him.
basically, it all boils down to communication, man.
it does.
communication is
Healthy
key in
communication.
every aspect of life.
Of
Communication is
It
key.
is,
For
bruh.
sure.
Yes, sir, man. Well, that been another episode of the 9 to 5 Crew Podcast, man. Please subscribe, man. Follow our Instagram. Tap in, man. Leave some comments. Let us know,
comment.
man.
Let us know what y'all want to talk about.
Get
What
with
y'all
us,
what
man.
y'all like to tune in on. What y'all want to hear about, man. The
Because we
latest
gonna
topics,
talk about it.
the latest music. Let us know so we can do the songs of the day. You know,
Who got the best drip?
Oh my God. That's been another episode, man. Get back
Let's
with
go,
y'all,
man.
man.
We
Let's
appreciate
go.
y'all.